In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the driver's front door handle on your Subaru Crosstrek. This is located on the front driver's door on the outside. Let's get started. Before removing your interior panel, you want to roll the window up. Now we'll be able to get to our hardware. We have a small tab inside the handle of the door here. You can use a pick or a small flathead. We're going to pry that open to reach one of the Phillips head screws. There's another of the same type of tab in here. You can use your pick or flathead. We'll release that one as well. We'll remove our Phillips head screws using a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. Next, we can come into the inner door handle and remove that Phillips head as well. Now to remove the door panel, there's some pop clips all along the back side. You can get in there with a trim tool or a flathead screwdriver and a rag. Once you get your first one popped out, start working your way around. Lift up on the door panel and pull out. To release the cables from the door panel, simply pull out that way. And then there's a small ball at the end of the cable. Turn that way, pull up. Same can be done with the bottom one. We're going to push in on the tab. It helps to push in on the connector as well at first before you start to pull out. Make sure you check your terminals for any corrosion or damage. And there we go. We'll set our door panel off to the side in a safe place. In order to get to our outside door handle, we need to peel back the plastic a little bit. You want to be careful when doing this not to rip your plastic. This keeps water out of the door. We'll release this clip. Next, we can pull out on this yellow tab to release the front portion of the handle. Now we're going to come to this side of the door. And we have a small grommet here. This is plastic and not rubber, so you do have to be careful not to deform it too much as you remove it. And we can loosen this T30. This stays in here while we pull out the lock. And now we can remove the lock cylinder. If your door handle has the contactless entry, you'll need to undo the electrical connector for it. For that, I'm just using a couple of flathead screwdrivers. Going in through this small hole, twisting my small screwdriver to release the clip. Once you have that disconnected, press in on the tab on the back side. Make sure you check your terminals for any corrosion. This looks good. To remove the door handle, we're going to pull out and back. To swap the cap over on your lock cylinder, we're going to undo this tab. To install the cap on your lock cylinder, start on this side, press down on the other. Make sure your tab is snapped in. To install our handle, we're going to start on the front, sliding it in. Once the back is partially in, we're going to slide forward. We can install our lock cylinder. And we can snug up our screw. We can snug that up, doesn't need to be too tight. Don't forget to put back the grommet. We can reinstall the rod for the latch back into its clip. Push into the top and then push the clip onto the rod. Make sure you hear it click on. We can plug our electrical connector back in. Make sure that clicks into place. We can lock down the yellow tab, and we can reinstall our plastic on the inside of the door. Any parts that got folded over, you want to flatten those back out so that you can get a seal back around the edges. Before reinstalling our inner door panel, we're going to plug in our electrical connectors. Now we can reinstall our latch cables. Make sure these go back where they came from. To reinstall your inner door panel, place it above where it's going to go, up top. Make sure this seal is leaning against the glass. And press down. Now you're going to be following along the edge of the door, finding where each clip is, pushing in. Starting from the top, working your way down. We can reinstall our 2 Phillips head screws. You want to be very cautious not to strip out the heads or over tighten these. There's a small cover that go over each of the screws. One in there at your latch handle, and the other is in here at the door handle. Make sure both screw covers sit flat. Once you've completed installing your door handle, make sure you test it.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.